Oh, sweet. Hi, everybody else. Where it's awesome. Well, Scott, welcome back. You were definitely missed for the last few weeks. And, hey, as usual, we start off the show geeking out a little bit. So where did you get to go this last week? Did you see anything fun?
Well, I went back to the Biltmore. I was just there in December and we were so impressed. We made a second run at it and we took our children and we were just talking about what an incredible structure it is, but I was struck by the landscape as well. I mean, just all the trees and this was a good time to go too, because the flowers are beginning to bloom here on the East Coast. And so there were tulips and all these flowering bushes and flowers. It was amazing. We had a great time and it was fun to see it through the eyes of our kids as well. We thought they would be inspired and they definitely were. So it was time very well spent. We had a really good time.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, the Biltmore is such an amazing structure. Well, and there are a few across the country. San Simeon is another big one, but what Vanderbilt did at the Biltmore was just spectacular. I'm jealous that you get to go visit it often. Well, usually we geek out a little bit about something, and my tool this week, geeking out, is my heated sweatshirt. I am experiencing some power difficulties, and it's a bit chilly here, and Milwaukee makes a heated coat that is run off with their 12-volt battery. And so it'll work with all their other 12-volt tools. And Scott, let me tell you, I'm a happy camper right now. I got the heated seats on. I got my heated coat. It's going to be a great lunch.
Wait, Kayleen, something's wrong with this picture. I'm walking around looking at tulips flowering, and you're wearing a heated sweatshirt. So that's an interesting situation.
I know. It's definitely, springtime in the Rockies can be all over the place for sure. I need to deal with the humidity better, and I'll just come to Georgia because there's a lot of amazing things that way. And in fact, I'm very excited about the guest we're talking to today from the Technical College System of Georgia, which I'm excited to learn all about. Now, how does SEFCA, how do you two partner together?
Oh, we do a lot with TCSG. They are wonderful partners. In fact, I was thinking about specifically what I wanted to mention today, and we just finished partnering on the SkillsUSA state championships. We weren't able to do it in person this year like we always do, because you come out every year. Because of COVID, we had to do it virtually, or what we called remotely. But basically, instead of bringing all the competitors from the tech colleges and the high schools to one location, we decentralized the competition where we actually had the competitors competing at their schools. So in the case of the tech college, we had tech college students competing at their local technical college, doing whatever their project was. And then we would judge it remotely. We would judge it, via Zoom. We would have our judges take a look at the project and whatever they've completed. And so it was a really creative partnership, and just, so thankful to work with the Technical College System of Georgia. We're so blessed here in Georgia in that regard. We have one of the best technical college systems in the country. And I'm so happy that we get to talk to Jason today to learn more about that.
Oh, it's fantastic. And it's kind of cool seeing how everybody's getting creative, especially, with the SkillsUSA competitions, because it is hands-on. You can't just talk about how gravity works when swinging a hammer. You have to be able to show you can drive a nail. And so I thought it was pretty cool for those students to actually get some experience in that situation as well. Although I cannot wait for next year to be at the center and actually have the expo again. I'm very excited for that.
I agree, Kayleen. I mean, I think for the individual student, the experience was very similar because they were still building a project. They weren't doing it virtually. They were actually building the project, at the site. But it's hard to replace the excitement of having everybody under one roof, that we've achieved here in Georgia with the World, at the World Congress Center. So we are definitely looking forward to bringing it back in 2022 and look forward to hosting you again. And it'll actually be in February of 2022. I'll get those exact dates to you maybe on our next call. But yeah, it will be February of 2022 and we'll be back live and in person.
I absolutely love it. You're right. There's something about that, the in-person excitement and geek out that's really hard to replicate. And Georgia just always does it the best with the hard hats and the safety glasses. And then you have kids walking through the cosmetology area in their construction gear. I love it. It makes me so insanely happy. So now, Scott, you'll be hanging out for the whole show and join us at the end today, correct?
I will. I'm going to listen in. Of course, Jason, and then Britt from Parish Construction is going to join us. We're going to be talking about a scholarship opportunity as well. So I'm going to sit back and listen to that conversation. And then I'll jump back in right there at the end to share my thoughts.
I love it. Yes. And I'm excited to bring Brett in because this is a guest because we have to talk about what he has going on. And so actually, has he joined us? Hi, Brett. Hello. How is it going?
It's going great. How are you?
I am terrific. Thank you so much for making a bit of a time today to join us for lunch because I want to talk about your scholarship and what you have going on.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's a great time of year. We're always looking forward to the end of a school year where we can bring out our scholarship that we put out annually. And this year we're actually offering two $2,500 scholarships. So yeah, that is awesome. We normally do 1,000, but this year, I mean, the Lord's been great to us. So we're able to do two $2,500 ones this year.
That is an incredible amount of money. Now, how do you qualify?
Well, it's for high school seniors this year, and we won't. It's they have to be going into a construction related field, whether it's to the technical college system of Georgia and one of their trade pathways, or into a construction management, engineering, or even an architect. We'll even help them out. So, but no, it's and they have to maintain a 2.5 GPA throughout high school. So
that sounds really reasonable. And so 2 high school seniors are eligible to win or receive 2 scholarships for $2,500. Now, where do they go to apply?
So if you go to our website, parishconstruction.com, and scroll all the way down to the bottom, there'll be a link that'll take you to a form that you can fill out. And it's really easy to fill out. It's just a short resume, a reference letter from a teacher or somebody in the industry. And really that's it. And it's really easy to apply. See right down there at the bottom right-hand corner.
I love it. Now, when does the scholarship close or applications close?
So we're taking applications until May 21st, and the winners will be announced by May 28th. So just in time to go celebrate it for the summertime.
I absolutely love it. So again, Britt, would you mind saying your website again where those high school seniors can apply for that $2,500 scholarship?
Absolutely. It's parishconstruction.com.
And that's PARRISH, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, Britt. Thank you so much for hopping on, joining us. A good appetizer for lunch for our guests today. And hopefully you will break the internet today with everybody applying.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Britt. Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Thanks. And next we are going to be joined by Jason Strickland from the Technical College System of Georgia, which I'm very excited about because Colorado is cool, but what Georgia has going on is way better. And how are you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing really good. How are you, Kathleen or Kayleen?
It's fine. You know, I've had called me Kiwi before, and I'm like, I don't know where. All right, I'll go with it. Fine.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm so excited to chat with you today because I live in Colorado. I'm not completely familiar with what's happening in Georgia, but I want to hear all about it. So you work with the Technical College System of Georgia, and I was impressed to learn that there are 22 colleges on 88 campuses. That's a huge footprint you have there.
We cover just about the entire state.
That's incredible. Can you tell us a little bit about the experiences that students who attend Georgia College or Georgia Technical College have? Like, what is their experience?
Yeah, I think the number one thing that I want students to know is that when they come to a technical college, they're not just going to learn theory. We're going to actually get you hands-on in a lab. So you're going to learn theory through application and practice. So if you're taking, for example, construction management, you're going to start out learning about safety because we want you to be safe first. But then you're going to be in a lab rigging and framing and doing all of the things that you would actually do on the trade, supervised by an instructor to make sure you do it in a safe way. But we want you to practice the skills that you're going to use in your future on the job site. And that's the number one thing that makes us different than many of our partners.
That is such a huge thing too, because I have hired some construction management people who did not know sarcasm. And I actually sent one to go look for a lumber stretcher once, lost them for an hour. So it's important to have that hands-on experience. And it looks like we've just brought up your website too, which has some great information on it. There are 17 studies that you have, or 17 areas of studies, which again is incredibly impressive. Wait, just 17 that apply for free tuition. What?
Right, yes, if we can bring up that TCSG free tuition link, and we can look at those programs, that would be great. I think we had that in the background somewhere there.
Absolutely incredible that students can get a variety of opportunities. So tell me about some of these 17 fields.
Yeah, so we have fields all across the construction trades and that are on that free tuition link. If you'll scroll down to the very bottom of that page there, under where it says Hope Career Grant, that shows all of the actual programs that are available. But particularly, we've got welding and joining, construction management, construction technology, electrical line worker, diesel equipment. So we have lots of things across the construction trades that are available. And through the Hope Career Grant, there's extra financial funding through the state for these programs where students have zero tuition cost for these programs.
That is
really, really wonderful.
That's fantastic. And honestly, I think the way we should be educating right now, because the need is so great. And I even see that you have movie production and set design.
Yes, movie production and set design. That's one of the new things, especially big in the metro Atlanta area. Lots of movie film studios opening up. So there's huge opportunity in that area.
Yes, it's a really fun industry to work in. I can say authentically with that. And it's a nice blend because construction and TV or entertainment really shouldn't go together, but they need to sometimes. So
someone's got to make the magic happen, right?
Yes, exactly. I keep waiting for like those construction fairies to show up, but alas, they don't. So there's a lot of offerings statewide in industrial technologies, including construction. So how can students in Georgia find information on this?
So one of the great ways is our website, tcsg.edu, has a great link to find a program. But another great way is just to contact one of our 22 technical colleges. We all have a career services staff at every college that you can actually talk to on the phone and get a real live human being. And you can kind of tell them what you're interested in, and they will be more than happy to tell you the programs that are available at that particular college and walk you through not only the programs, but we can talk about the money you make in that program, how long it takes to complete it. We can give you all that information up front so that you make an informed decision when you're choosing an educational program.
That's fantastic, because sometimes, how do you know? There are so many different areas, and so to have an expert like that to chat with is really valuable. And also this website to go take a poke around. Can you tell us the website real quick on where students can start to explore?
Yeah, it's tcsg.edu/find a college. And it has all the list of the colleges and the programs that we offer. And it'll give you a good link to all 22 in the state. And you can just sort of pick by area of what you're interested in, and it will show you where that program is available.
Excellent. So when we talk about college, I think a lot of people think of a bachelor's or a 4-year program, but technical college actually offers licensures and certificates of credit. How can students expect to be prepared for a career in the skilled trades after leaving Georgia Technical School?
So yeah, we have a lot of options. So our smallest option is what we call a TCC, a certificate of credit, which is a short 1 or 2 semester program. Those can roll into what we call diplomas, which are like long certificates, which then oftentimes have associate degrees that you can go into after that. And so we try to make it stackable so that if you get this credential, and let's say you get your welding certificate and you find a job, you can always come back and then complete the diploma, right? So we try to make it very stackable where students at any point in their career can always come back, add on some additional credit, and then move on. We also work really well with some of our partners. SEFCA, for example, has a construction program that they do, and students are able to take that prior knowledge, and then we can do a prior learning assessment on it, and they can get credit for certain classes from that. So we try to be really flexible and give students lots of options to take career paths.
That's brilliant, because you never have to stop learning, ever. Please don't. People get boring if you do. But in especially this career path, there's always updates to the education. You can always get more credentialing. And so that's wonderful that you're flexible and then also make it stackable. Tell me a little bit about the college and career academies.
So college and career academies, they're great. They're partnerships between local high school systems and a technical college, but not just us. They're also partners with the local business community around that high school. So we bring employers in and we say, okay, what are the skilled trades that you need trained? Like what are the jobs that we can employ students in right now if they were trained and ready to go to work? And then we focus on building career paths around those skills so that students are able to, in high school, train for a high-paid career, and they can go media to work once they finish. And if they want to continue, they can work full-time and then keep going part-time in the technical college system to further advance their careers.
That's fantastic. And really, continuing the education all the way around, and really giving options for success.
Yeah, and it's really high class. We bring technical college faculty and equipment into those institutions. And so they have the access to the same labs and equipment, the same faculty they would get as if they were taking it on one of our campuses.
Holy cow. Yes, that's absolutely incredible. And there isn't a shock to the system when you move around. It's still the same equipment. You know, there's a lot of book learning, which is incredibly important, you know, but a lot of this is hands-on and learning, you know, how tools work and muscle memory. What kind of apprenticeships and other work-based learning opportunities are available for students?
So all of our 22 technical colleges are registered apprenticeship providers, or we can partner with local businesses. So a fabulous example that I like is Coastal Pines down in South Georgia in Camden County has a naval apprentice program, and they train folks to repair nuclear submarines. I actually had to go on one. It was so cool. I kind of wanted to do it myself. So we have all kinds of options out there with tons of different companies, and we really just bring that employer in, and we focus on what that employer needs and what works best to get students in the door with a job that pays well.
That's fantastic, because you know we're still needing to do a better job on explaining what an apprenticeship is and the value with it. And so to have a partnership where students can easily see, I'm getting the education here, I'm getting the work experience here, and then I'm going to have a happy life all around. It's fabulous.
And I think one of the keys too is that all of our programs have what we call local advisory committees, where they have employers from the area that come in twice a year and evaluate that program. So we continually reach out to businesses to see what they need trained, and we always take our curriculum and change it to align it to exactly what those employers need. And I think that's one of the keys to keeping our placement rate as high as it is.
That's terrific. Yes, because the technology is advancing so quickly now. I have tools that I can calibrate how the motor works on the tool. You know, that's it used to just be my armor works faster if my arm works faster.
Right.
And so, yeah, keeping students and updated and making sure that conversation is continuing is so valuable. Are there organizations for students to get involved in at the college that provide leadership skills?
Sure. One of my favorite ones is SkillsUSA, which is a fabulous student organization. And I know you participate with them as well. And it's a great organization because students can come in, they learn all about the industry and the career they plan to work in. And then we have these great competitive events here in Atlanta and the World Congress Center, where they actually come in. And for example, if they're taking construction management, they might frame a small house. And I was just talking with the Roofing Contractors Association last week, because now we're going to add, you know, roofing the small house to it. So there's all these little pieces and we constantly bring in industry to kind of make the competitions more relevant to what students are going to do in employment. And it's just fantastic opportunities for students to get involved. And a lot of times these competitive events, we showcase them, right? So employers are walking through the exhibit hall and they're looking at what students did. So many times students leave with job offers. It's just amazing to see.
It is. SkillsUSA asked that I stop calling myself a stalker and I refer to myself as an ambassador. I love them so much. It is such a great organization, and I've been shocked to see how kids are getting hired on the floor of the competition. But I'm thrilled to hear that you're adding roofing to that teamworks competition, because it's about time. We gotta have all the parts too. Drywall, next, and tile. We could go on forever. What other resources are available for students that you'd like to share?
You know, so all of our students have a great financial aid office that will talk with students about all of the ways they can finance and make the education affordable and accessible, particularly for those Hope Career Grant programs. But then again, our career services folks do a fantastic job, because the technical college system, not only do we guarantee your, well, but when we train you, we guarantee you for 2 years after the fact. If you go out to an employer and they say, you know what, this student really, you know, has trouble with framing, they didn't grasp the concepts, we will actually retrain that student for free on those deficient concepts. You know what, we almost never have to do it because we do such a great job of ensuring that we teach those concepts. But I like to let people know that their education with us is guaranteed. So it's something that's really neat and I think unique to our system.
That is incredibly unique. I mean, to actually back, that's, I don't hear that in other college systems. Maybe we could start this trend.
Yeah, because we want to back up what we say. So if we say that we taught someone, you know, how to weld or how to frame a house, we want to make sure they can actually do that. And if for some reason they can't, at any point, the employer can send them back to us and we will retrain that skill for 2 years after they graduate.
Love it. I'm coming to Georgia. I got to get over the humidity thing. Really, it's the opportunities blow my mind. Although I guess I'll have to go back and pretend to be in high school to get that Hope grant. That's such a A bummer. Would you mind repeating again the website for our fans so they can check out more information?
Yeah, tcsg.edu is the easiest way. You can find it right at the top, the find a college link. But it's actually tcsg.edu/find-a-college is the direct link.
Excellent. Yes, I'm hoping that again we will crash the internet with folks going to that website today, because
I hope we do.
I'm just flabbergasted that the scope and span and the footprint of the technical system is so vast. Really, it seems like every part of the state has access to something fantastic.
They really do. And we do more than ever before, too, with using virtual options to extend instruction wherever we can. So we're doing it. COVID taught us a lot about how to get instruction all over the state.
Yes. And I actually think in a weird way, it's pushed great conversations, really pushing the best practices in what we're sharing. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I hope to bring Scott back in so we can all geek out together, because I think it's I'm so excited. And I want Georgia to be cloned and pushing the best practices. Oh, sorry, I think I have a weird echo. Hey Scott, how's it going?
I am doing well. I'm sorry, I was responsible for that echo. I was watching it on my phone, so I'm good now. Sorry about
that. I was like, oh great, the audio in the car is going bad. So tons of great information today, Scott. I had no idea that there were that many campuses around Georgia.
There are. And the other interesting thing I was thinking about, we partner in so many ways. SEFCA partners in so many ways with the tech college system. Another way that I was reminded of is we're doing this new construction ready expansion across the state of Georgia. And one of our classes is actually going to be at Augusta Technical College. So that's another way that we partner with the technical college system, is we'll be offering construction ready on the campus of Augusta Tech here within the next 6 weeks. So we are always finding creative ways to work together, and just so thankful to have the system here in our state, and so thankful to Jason, and just looking forward to continuing our work together.
It's a great partnership. We enjoy working with SEFCA as well. They're excellent partners.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Hey man, did you know we were going to be offering the class at Augusta Tech?
I had not actually heard that, but I'm glad we're able to work that out. That's really exciting, because I think the students can finish construction ready, and then once they've got some experience, can roll right on into Augusta Tech to further their training. So that's going to be an awesome experience for those students.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And there's so much construction over in Augusta. The companies over there are telling us they just can't find enough workers. And so construction ready in partnership with Augusta Technical College is going to help a lot of those employers and residents, the citizens of Augusta area, find good jobs. So we're excited about it and looking forward to the partnership.
Absolutely fantastic. And Jason, I have one quick question, because I didn't go to college. I didn't really get that college experience, but I feel like students and parents want that college experience. Are there dorms at any of the colleges or opportunities, things like that?
We actually have two technical colleges with dorms. North Georgia Tech and South Georgia Tech have dorms. So we do have those options available if you want that traditional on-campus dorm life experience.
Yeah.
I so bad I can hang out with dorm campers.
Kayleen, those are two of the better technical colleges in the state too. I do know one of the best welding programs is at North Georgia Tech. They have an excellent welding program, and I understand there's a really good electrical program down at South Georgia Tech. So,
and yeah. South Georgia has some really neat stuff with like John Deere and I believe Caterpillar as well. They have some pretty neat stuff they're driving around campus down there. I'm very jealous when I see it.
I love it. That's really good information, because I want parents and students to understand that they can still participate and serve the traditional things, but get an education with career opportunities and low debt and still live in a dorm. So that's excellent. Very, very good. Thank you, Jason.
Very welcome.
Well, to all of our fans, thank you very much for hanging out for lunch this week. I think we had some great information. Please make sure to check out both SEFCA.org for all of SEFCA's great information, and tcsg.edu for the technical college system of Georgia. And always feel free to text Career Path 31996 for any follow-up questions if you have later. And then next week, where we will be interviewing Laura Gazzano from McCarthy Builders. I'll figure out how to pronounce her name. I'm very excited about that. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much. Enjoy your
Stay
day.
warm. Thanks, Jason. Good to see you, man.
Thanks, Ryan.